Big tech data centers are literally stealing your water. No, I'm not talking about the massive amounts of water consumption that people already know about. This story is even crazier. A massive surveillance-style data center in Fayetteville, Georgia, used up nearly 30 million gallons of water, and they did so through secret hookups that the local utility companies didn't even know existed. So nobody gave them permission to do that. They just did that and literally stole 30 million gallons of water. And I know you're wondering, well, how the heck did they get caught? Well, it's because the local residents continue to complain about low water pressure. They could barely take a shower because there wasn't enough water pressure for it to come out for them to take a proper shower. So they continue to complain, and that's how they found out about this. To put this in perspective, that's enough water to fill up 44 Olympic-size swimming pools. And all of this while Georgia is currently dealing with a drought. Nobody was even being billed for this. They snuck one of the hookups in behind the utility's back. They didn't even know it was there. And even after they got caught, all they had to do was pay for it. They had to pay a $150,000 water bill. No fines, no real punishment, no consequences, nothing to prevent this from happening again in the future. And we all know at the end of the day, nothing is free. So if nothing else, that cost is going to be passed on to you and me and every other homeowner out here making up for that. And then basically the same exact story last week in Tucson, Arizona, where the developer for Project Blue, which is a data center that the people there voted against, it's coming there anyways, it doesn't matter, but they voted against it. But that developer was caught trucking water out of the city to the data center, which this local city luckily caught them doing that, made them give back the water credits or whatever in that regard. But, you know, it's frustrating as homeowners. We are told we can't water grass. We got to be, you know, conserve, all this stuff. But when it comes to the mass surveillance data centers that they're pushing out, I guess they can just do whatever the heck they want. It's past time for some accountability for the big tech companies and the politicians who rolled out the red carpet for them. They come into our communities. They use eminent domain and steal our property. They steal our natural resources. They don't give two craps about anybody who lives there. And to beat it all, we don't even want them here. And they're not building anything that any of us want because we all know that they're building a mass surveillance state. That's the end game here. That's my opinion anyways. What do you guys think? Should there be some accountability for these big tech companies that are coming into these communities and soaking up resources? Should there be something that's going to be done to prevent mass surveillance on the American people through data centers and AI? What are you guys thinking about this? Oh, one last thing. Hey, I'm new to this platform, but as you can see, I have almost 900,000 followers on X from doing this sort of stuff. I'm trying to grow over here, so if you made it this far and you enjoyed the content, please hit the subscribe button so I can grow over here on this platform as well.